Chilean authorities are set to send Dutch citizen Joran van der Sloot back to Peru today. He is a suspect in the murder of a 21-year-old woman, Stephany Flores, whose body was found in a Lima hotel room rented by van der Sloot. Well, Byrnes joins us now from outside the investigator's office in Santiago, where van der Sloot is being held. And Brian, we understand that he was caught late Thursday. Tell us about what happened, what's the circumstance surrounding his arrest, and what happens now.
Yes, good morning, Monita. As you said, he was apprehended Thursday on a road between Santiago, here the capital, and the coastal city of Viña del Mar. He was taken in by Chilean authorities on request by Interpol in Peru in connection with the death of Stephany Flores in a Lima hotel room earlier this week. Now, van der Sloot was taken in by the authorities without any incidents whatsoever, without handcuffs. He was taken in by his own free will and has spent the night overnight in the building that's behind me right now. And about 2 hours from now, he's expected to be transferred to a military airport here in Santiago, where he'll be flown to the northern Chilean city of Arica. And then from there, we expect he will be driven to the Peruvian border, where he'll be received by Peruvian officials and presumably taken to Lima to face charges in the murder of Stephany Flores. Monita.
There are a couple of questions here, Brian, that I'm curious about. One, first of all, how did he appear when he was arrested, and why is he being driven across the border and not flown directly to Lima?
He appeared quite calm yesterday, did not make any statements. He was asked questions by journalists, and he did not make any statements. He did not acknowledge them. He appeared quite calm, a bit ragged. His hairstyle and clothing style was different than we've seen in the past. He had a short cropped haircut and some baggy clothing on. He's been led into the building behind me, where he spent the last several hours or so. From what we know so far from local officials is that they want to drive him across the border, where Peruvian officials will pick him up. The exact reason for that, I'm not exactly sure right now, but we do know from what we heard a few hours ago from officials here, police officials here in Santiago, that is the plan. About 2 hours from now, they will take him from here at the investigative police headquarters to a military airport, fly him to Arica, and then drive him to the border with Peru, where he'll be picked up by Peruvian officials there, Monita.
Okay, Byrnes there in Santiago. Thank you so much for that. So from Santiago to Lima, that's where the story then heads later on today. Let's go there straight now to Rafael Romo in the Peruvian capital to see what happens there at this point. So now he has been arrested. He will then be driven to be met by Peruvian authorities. What happens when he gets there?
Well, Monita, Peruvian officials say they have a very strong case against them. They say they have video of the suspect going into this hotel behind me with the victim. They also say that they have another video of both of them together at a casino, the Atlantic Casino here in the capital of Lima. And they are pointing to those two pieces of evidence as what they call incriminating evidence. And they say they have a very strong case to charge him with the murder of 21-year-old Stephany Flores. So you can expect that to happen as soon as he gets here. And at this point, Peruvian officials are in close contact with Chilean officials, and also the Interpol is participating in this investigation and the effort to try to bring van der Sloot back to this country. He arrived here in the capital of Peru, Lima, on May 14 to participate in a poker tournament and had been staying at this hotel since. The last time he was seen here, as I mentioned, was with the victim, and then he fled to Chile, and you know the rest of the story. Now he's been captured, he's been arrested, and authorities here in Peru are just waiting for him to be extradited, or in this case actually expelled from Chile to face murder charges here in the capital of Peru, Lima, Monita.
Rafael, is based on what the authorities and prosecutors are saying, they're saying the strong evidence that they have against him. Do they believe this is pretty much an open shut case?
Yeah, so far, and for the last couple of days, that's what they've been saying, that they have no other person of interest that they're looking for, that all the evidence points towards Vandersloot, and that he was the one who spent the night with the victim, that he went to the casino, that he came to this hotel, that there's no other person who was with Stephany Flores the night in the morning when she died. So at this point they say that they have their man, and that he is the one who's going to be charged and answer for murder charges on this case, Monita.
Okay, Rafael Romo in Lima, thank you so much.